Top of the morning folks, today from the Reddit Rainforest. People of Reddit, what is the most NSFW thing you did while on school grounds? I put my penis in the wall tap for the hose. Why? Don not ducking ask me. This was in like grade 2. And yes, I turned on the water. I held hands. Jerked off in class. To this day I'm surprised I was not caught. Yeah, everybody knew. I said I was not caught. I did not say no one knew. Got a blowjob in the fire escape stairwell in the 8th grade. Kids were standing around the top exit door listening, which prompted a teacher to investigate. Got caught. Took full responsibility for the idea, so the girl wouldn't feel the heat of it all. I was allowed to finish the last couple weeks from home, but was expelled from the school. Well, I personally did not do this, but in my freshman year there was some girl who skipped classes to give blowjobs to a bunch of boys in the bathrooms. She did all the boys in freshman class, and she got halfway through the sophomores when someone ratted her out, and she got suspended for 3 weeks. Standing on a chair with wheels. Quite NSFW if you ask me. Hand job in the school library. Had sex in nearly every building. Wasn't able to check off the administration building or library off the list. That was a really fun relationship. Kissed a girl. I go to an all-girls Catholic school. 3 friends. Not gay. We used to compare the length of our dicks in 5th grade just for fun. Got caught by a teacher. Were told to our parents. Thin. Edit. Comparison was not on book, but an actual jiggling around out of our pants. How did that conversation go with your parents? Well, I'm from India and parents here never talk to you about sex/penis/vagina openly. I believe they just accepted that they have raised a pervert. Was given a hand job in theater class during a movie. Snuck up to the theater catwalk after hours and made out while teachers/janitors kinda departed for the day below in Auditorium. High school got my first BJ in my friend's van parked directly across the street behind the cafeteria dumpster lol. Doing my then GF in the bathrooms and sometimes in the bushes. To note, we did not have stalls or such. Just normal bathrooms. Do not think we were ever caught. Or at least we were never confronted. Also concerning bushes ... She got turned on by the public taboo of it, or however you wanna say it. The thrill of maybe getting caught. I mean IDC. Got laid. XD. Now a side note ... Bathrooms ... Is it still a bathroom even without the bath part? Just a sink and toilet? I used to sexually pleasure myself using some of the large pencil looking poles we had in the playground at my primary school. I told everyone how good it felt, and only years later realized what I was doing. Printed hentai in the library to hide under my mattress at home when I was 13. We lived in the Bonaires, so I could not date. And our internet was dial-up, so I'd wake every soul in the house before I got to see half a boob. Modern problems. Modern solutions. Was 16 or so driving around with a girl and she wanted to get freaky. She parked down this weird road and lead me into a park in the middle of the night. Took me to the backside of this big hill and we proceeded to exchange pleasantries. Then as we walked back I noticed a building at the other side of the park. Turned out it was an elementary school. I know it was middle of the night, but you get caught doing that now you end up on the list. Me and my old crush were dared back in middle school to kiss each other by one of my good friends. My freshman year, so me and her went into one of the practice rooms in the band room and sat in the corner where we could not be seen. We hugged each other and began to make out for 5 minutes. This was the first makeout session I have ever had, and she used tongue. I was inexperienced since it was my first, but I kept on kissing. It left me with a boner and acknowledged it and laughed with me laughing as well. So we walked out of the practice room to my friend's classroom and fulfilled the dare in front of him. We kissed each other again and she walked away, only for my friend to tell me that it was actually a joke. I have seen 2 guys have sex in the stalls once, and I have also seen a guy bang a girl in the guy's locker room while we were changing for pen. At my school, the locker room sex happened in the girl's locker room. The gym teacher was a man and could not really enter the other locker room without a good reason. Make out with my then GF and go to the next class covered in hickeys. We were teenagers and we did not know how making out worked. My dad's mate could get homebrew for $10 a bottle. I sold it for $20-25 depending on the customer's frequency. Mum would also get cigarettes super cheap from Asia. Sold them at $1 a pop. The best part was, I was a nerdy guy and the teachers did not suspect a thing. So much so that when I was walking past a boys' toilet, a female teacher called me over and asked me to see if I could go in and try and catch whoever was smoking in there. It was one of my best customers. I just walked around a bit, gave him a nod, and then exited saying, "Sorry miss, you must have just missed him." I charged that guy $25 for his bourbon from then on, no matter what. I literally jacked off to my female substitute teacher ... and she caught me doing it. Now, I know you guys are not going to believe this, but because we were alone in the room, she sucked my dick. Never told anyone before until now. Fingered my then GF on a desk at the back of the class every Friday after school. Ended up doing the deed on that same table once. Not me, but my friend used do drugs at school through middle and high school. It was usually in Bowman Spice, so IDK how he even managed to get through the day. Girl blew me in a bathroom on the basement level. As I'm about to come, she whispers "come on" my face. I pull my pud from her mouth and she arches her neck back. I blow a massive load down. I'm a larky, you not. Most of it goes up her left nostril. We both laugh because it was so absurd. I work in a public K-12 school as the IT guy. We got a new web filter program and had to test it by looking up things of the NSFW variety. Also, whenever there is something a kid looks up, it inevitably comes down to us also seeing it too. Kids look up the weirdest stuff. I'm a dude in 11th grade. While everyone else was in class, I got this 9th grade little chubby chick to meet me in the hallway with her boobs hanging out. Like a week later, I got a blowjob from her in the hallway right next to her music class just seconds before her teacher popped up. By the grace of God, we did not get caught. Jesus, I miss high school. I do not think I did anything that's sexually inappropriate, not even hold hands. But I did smoke on the schoolyard, walking around as if I'm not smoking while there were teachers present, by shaking the cigarette to disperse the smoke and slowly exhaling it out. Not to mention I would inhale the smoke so hard that anything barely would come out. I kept pacing with my friend as we normally do. Nobody even realized. My friend thought I was bat malarkey crazy to be that much of a daredevil. So, this was in 7th grade, and I had just discovered the joys of jerking off, and like a lot of boys, I was ready to go at the drop of a hat. So one day I'm sitting in English lit class, and I have already read the entire book that was supposed to be working through, and I guess I just decided that there were better things I could do with my time. I asked to go to the bathroom, went into the handicap stall, and cranked one out right there. Pretty sure I did not even use toilet paper or anything. Just shot it right on the wall and went back to class. I lost my virginity to my then boyfriend in the music building at a boys only private boarding school and got away with it. I'm a girl. My boyfriend did his bagpiping exam in the same room the following week. Had sex in the hallway during a school dance. Told my 4th grade teacher to suck my balls. LSD. Would not recommend. When I was a freshman, we had a senior couple that had a goal of ducking in every single room of the school. Now, it was not a big school, so it was possible, but this included kitchen, principal's office, janitor's closet, student kitchen, etc. I do believe they skipped the special needs classroom though, which I guess is nice of them. IDK if they accomplished it. He was my friend in elementary school. He masturbated during a high school art class, but was not caught by anyone except the gay kid. The gay kid proceeded to tell me, but did not leak into public knowledge until our leaving year. Rip that kid's friendship group. Everyone ditched him for being a perv. I learned how to finger a chick, smoked in my car, drank, and sold weed. I was a piece of malarkey back then. Had sex in the band pit under the stage in the auditorium in the 11th grade. It was empty and super dark, so we snuck in there and went for it. I figured it'd surprise her by going down on her too. It was the first time I ever did it, so did not know WTF to do. She stopped me and we finished up. I walk out into the hallway where my friend had been looking for me, and he gave me a funny look and said "Dude, why is your lip bleeding? Huh, you have blood on your mouth." I instantly knew exactly what had happened. I took off sprinting to the bathroom and hoses my face off. So not only did I have sex in the school auditorium, it's where I earned my Red Wings. Boarding school. Got head in a classroom. Ate ass in a different classroom. Ducked in the common room. my best friend, and I got a girl with huge knockers to flash us in the janitor's closet between class our sophomore year. Unfortunately that is all there is for this video, but do not worry, there are many more coming. Like and subscribe for more videos from the Reddit Rainforest. Thanks for watching.